Okay, everybody. First, I just want you to introduce yourself, tell people what you're doing here, and what Papier Tigre is.
Okay, so I'm Max. I'm the co-founder of the company named Papier Tigre. You can say Papier Tiger in English. So we are based in Paris, France, where we do stationery. It's more creative stationery. Our background is from graphic design, so we pay a lot of attention to shapes and colors. Since the first day, we started 12 years ago. We tried to bring colors and nice shapes to the office world, to a stationary world where there were no colors before. Back in 2010, everything was black or brown or very. So we decided maybe it's time to give it something more creative. So that's how we started Paper Tiger.
So it's pretty telling when you look at your designs that aesthetic really rolls through. And one of the unique things about Paper Tiger, I appreciate you allowing me to say Paper Tiger, so people don't have to hear my French the whole rest of the day. You have an in-house designers, right, for making your products, which I think positions you uniquely in the stationery world. How important is that to Paper Tiger and the business and the design of stationery?
Well, we don't have one designer, we have a team of designers. We have an in-house studio. It's very important. It's the most important thing to us. Creativity is on our values, the company values. So when we hired someone, for instance, even in HR or accountant, they have to be creative somehow. Not able to design or whatever, but they have to have a creative side, creative something. It's really important to us, and it's really important for the brand and for the team as well. So we have a studio in-house, and we also have a workshop in-house. So it means that we have the machine, we're able to print, to cut, to do the final touches. So everything is made in-house, from the idea to the sales.
And so that entire in-house concept that works not just for what you sell, you also have client work. The people will come to you to work with them on concepts for their own stationery ideas, whether you're working with a company or a brand, as well as what you sell, right? It gives you that opportunity to be that hands-on with other types of businesses that maybe not other stationers can.
Yes, exactly. We have a big part of our business that is B2B, business to business. For companies like Pinterest, they have a trade show in a few weeks, so they ask us to make notebooks. And it tends to be a growing part of our business. And we have many clients from museum to the music industry to luxury brands that come to us. Hey, we need a brand that can do design and that can do something that is also eco-friendly and also something that is made locally. So it's like we think all the cases, and that's why I guess we have more and more clients in that way.
And that's purposeful, right? That is, you're not just doing these things, you stand behind these things and you stand for these things, being eco-friendly, making in-house, using local manufacturing, things of that nature. So when I go back to the design, the aesthetic that you mentioned, the reason why the business started, did that come about naturally, that like you wanted to get out of like the standard black notebooks? Was that a very easy thing for you to say, hey, we're going to make these big, bright, colorful notebooks and that's what we're going to be? How challenging was that to start the business saying, this is what we're going to be and stick with it?
Well, it's funny because we are not like a regular company. We didn't do any market survey. We just did whatever seemed to be the best answer, the right answer. And since we are from a creative background, it felt like, okay, let's do something fun. Let's do something new. Let's do something that we like. And if we like it, some people might like it too. So that's how we started, and that's how we do the business.
That's exactly my philosophy. Create something you like, and hopefully other people like it too. Like, I think it's important because then you can put your heart into it. That's what shows in the business. You also put your heart into a retail shop in Tokyo. Was that just an excuse for you to go shop for stationery?
Definitely. No, that was a business opportunity. I didn't desperately want to go to Japan when I was a teenager or something. So we found a business partner in Japan. He thought, oh, this brand is awesome. I should get them in the country. So that's how we started. And since then, well, it's been like 6 years already. I go back and forth in Tokyo. And it feels home now over there. And the first time I went to Japan, I was like, what do we do here? They're like superstar of stationery. And I thought the first time, what am I bringing to the Japanese market? And after a few years, I understood that, well, because we're French, they love France. It's odd, but they definitely love France. It's like every Japanese wants to visit France. So that was a plus. And also, we are more like, they feel us like the punk of stationery because we don't care about shapes and colors. We do what we like. And they are more traditional, they are more conservative regarding colors and everything. So it's an answer for those Japanese who like something different.
The punk of stationery. I think you should continue down that line. I gotta ask, what's your favorite Paper Tiger product that you use? What do you can make anything that you want. What's your favorite?
I actually brought one. It's very us. It's a book that gives you inspiration through colors. So that's volume one. The inspiration come from places in the world. So we did this book entirely in-house. So it means that all the idea, all the design, all the layout was made by the studio. Then it's printed in-house, and then we sell it in the shop and everywhere. It's one of my favorites. It gives you color details with CMYK for the printing or RGB for those who work on screen. And it's a good answer for those who look for creativity, for all the creatives. And I love it because it makes us different on the stationery world. And it's very what we are.
Yeah, something like this is very useful resource for someone like myself who's in here in this room, who likes to think about stationery, who likes to design stationery, think about putting all these colors together. So you mentioned before your main shop's in Paris, and the Olympics are going on back home right now. Would you rather be at home watching the Olympics or here hanging out with all of us and talking about stationery?
That's a very good question. So I'm spending a month here in New York because I desperately wanted to escape Paris, like everyone else. And I think that's a mistake. Because since it started, I don't know if you've watched the opening ceremony, I felt like, wow, they're killing it. And I have friends back there in Paris, and they are having their best time in the city. So I feel it's a bit of a FOMO now, but I'm really happy and excited to spend a month here in New York. There's a lot to do, and I can watch the Olympics from the TV.
Is the shop open back at home?
Yes, the shop is open, so we have the chance to meet a lot of tourists from everywhere in the world. Well, Paris is an amazing city. It's very attractive, and I think it's going to be more and more attractive because of what's happening with the Olympic Games.
But you brought the shop here also. So tell everyone what you brought here, where you're located, and what fun stuff they can find from Paper Tiger.
Okay, so we brought all our best sellers full of colors, and we are D7. It's right there.
So when I was researching to talk to you today, there was something I couldn't find an answer to. No, not your age. Yeah. You don't want to know my age either. Does your tiger mascot have a name?
No. That's an excellent question. We didn't give the tiger a name. And I've never thought about that. That's the logo. So, yeah, we go by Papier Tigre, or it looked like this. So it's like a cute tiger head. It was designed by my business partner, Julian. And it makes the brand friendly. But yes, you're right. I should give it a name. but I don't know yet. Maybe Brad.
Definitely not that. So we have shops in Paris. We have shops in Tokyo. We're spending a month in the U.S. New York shop coming when?
That's an excellent question. Well, it's not in the plan yet because we have excellent partners here, all the stockists that carry the brand, and they do an excellent job. And but yeah, I wish we can do it one day. That would be a good opportunity for me to visit a little bit more. But yeah, I'll try to think about it.
Well, thank you, Max. This has been wonderful. It was great to meet you. Anything else you'd like to share? We're good. Y'all definitely go see what Papier Tigre has brought to the show over at D7. And Max would love to see you. And maybe y'all can suggest names for the Tiger mascot. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.